Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to be being really honest with you about advice I would give to anyone starting out in business. And the reason that I am sitting here and you don't see my office chair or anything that you have been seeing in my videos and all you see is this bookshelf is because when I started my business, all I had was this bookshelf, which was completely empty, and a bean bag, which was £10 from IKEA, I think. And now I do have an amazing office, I have an amazing workspace, I have a fancy office chair, I have a fancy camera, and I absolutely love what I do. But I want to strip this back for you, and I want to give you advice that I wish I had at the very start of business to help me realise what was to come and how you might feel and where you might be on your journey in business. I really hope that you enjoy this ride with me, and I really hope that you can appreciate that you can start absolutely where you are and you don't need to have it all figured out. So by the end of this video, I hope to have helped you in a way that I would love to have helped myself 2 years ago when I first started my Facebook group, which is mental. Like literally when this video goes out, it will be less than 2 years ago that I created my Facebook group. And now I work for myself, I have a thriving business, I speak all over the world, I have multiple six figures, I've got a best-selling book, I've got a podcast, I've now got a YouTube, I love my clients, I've got courses, I'm running group coaching programs, and all of this didn't just happen overnight, and it's not always easy, and of course there are lessons to be learned along the way, but I really hope that this gives you some comfort when you're starting out and some reassurance, and know that you're not alone. And if you know anyone else that's starting out in business, has an idea, has a dream or a vision, and they could benefit from this video, just tell them my name, Samantha Hearn, and they can come and find us and hang out here with us. Well, maybe not actually here, because I mean there's not really much going on right now, but you can see my yellow chair a tiny bit. But I have my phone because real life, I am going to be reading some notes from there today just to make sure that I give you everything I want to give you, and I have so many points, but I've already babbled for way too long, so we're gonna get stuck in. Tip number 1, you don't need to know everything to begin. So if you're in a situation where you feel you need another certificate, you need another qualification, you need to take another course before you can start now. You do not need to know everything before you begin. And the sooner you begin, the sooner your journey starts, the sooner your community find you, and the sooner you can find yourself in your business, you can find your identity, you can find your message. So you do not need to know everything to begin. Let me hear you say that. I don't need to know everything to begin. Stop spending all your time learning more and more and not doing anything with it. Start now. Start right now. Leave this video, press pause, leave this video and create an Instagram account, or create a YouTube account, or create a Facebook group, or do something to start taking action from right this freaking second. Number 2, so many startup entrepreneurs think they need to be everywhere all the time. My advice to you, master just one thing and master it well. Of course you'd master it well because that's why you're mastering it. Master one thing. The most important thing here is you could think you need to be on Pinterest to drive website traffic. You could think you need to be on YouTube to be on the Google SEO. You could think that you need to be on Instagram. You could think that you need to have a Facebook group to build a community, maybe a Facebook business page. Maybe you need a website, you need emails, you need funnels, you need sales pages. You might think you need all of these things. You might think you need a podcast straight away to make you look credible. Maybe you think you need to write a book for anyone to take you seriously. Just master one thing. Start with one thing, one platform, one space, one intention. When you're starting out in business, a lot of people spend a lot of time on a lot of platforms and spreading themselves too thinly. If you want to make a real impact and you want to be seen, you need to master one platform at a time. You need to master one thing at a time, and you need to make sure that you're doing your very best on each platform to show up and absolutely nail it. So master one thing at a time. Checking my notes, because I've got 8 amazing things here and I'm checking, what should I tell you next? Number 3, you have to give it time to succeed. Don't be impatient. It won't happen straight away. And it might mean that when you start posting, until you're consistent, your community won't be consistent. Until you show up, why would they show up to see you? So allow yourself time to succeed. Give yourself time to succeed. Also, have you ever seen the image where there's the guy picking in the cave, and then underneath there is another guy picking in the cave? One of them gives up and the other one keeps going just a tiny bit more and hits the diamonds. That is how you need to think of your business. You need to keep going, and you need to keep going, and you need to keep going. And once you keep on going, the diamonds will arrive. But give yourself time to succeed. And just when you think you should give up, remember to keep going, because there is a diamond waiting just at the other side of that discomfort. So please remember to give yourself the time to actually succeed. Number 4, write down all your ideas. Don't use them all at once. Don't feel impatient like you need to get everything out there all at once. Write them down and come back to them. Nice and simple. Write down your ideas, come back to them and space them out. Pace this out. It's not a race, it's a marathon. So pace out your ideas. So write them all down so that you don't forget them. You don't worry that they're not going to be there anymore, and you can keep track of your journey. So write down all your ideas and space them out. This is a really important tip for all of you. Number 5, stick to your message and your style. Just because you see someone else having amazing success using pink and gold or white and marble or black and white or grey or yellow, whatever it might be, that doesn't mean that you need to change your message, your style, your branding because that creates success. It doesn't. It's the person, the energy and the intention behind it. So stay true to who you are, stay true to your message and stay in your lane. It's not about what other people are doing that makes them successful. It's about how long they've been doing it, the intention and the energy behind it, and how they're building their own authentic message and brand. And that's what you can do too. So do not start changing and shifting who you are to morph into what you think success should look like, because there is no one size fits all. Okay, the next one is all about asking questions. And when I say this, I don't mean that you need to then DM every influencer or coach that you follow or role model and ask them loads of questions. Ask yourself questions. Are you doing the best you can? Are you showing up in the way you can? Do you know why you're doing this? Question yourself. Check in with yourself and your business. Are you happy with what you're doing? Do you feel like what you're doing is serving the purpose that you wanted it to? Do you feel like you have the right energy for this? How do you want to show up? Why are you showing up in this way? Ask yourself questions, challenge yourself constantly, especially if you're going into this entrepreneurship journey and you're going into business. You're doing this for yourself and you're doing this on your own. And sometimes you'll have business partners, but ultimately you need to be making sure that you are holding yourself accountable, but you're also checking in with yourself regularly. So ask yourself questions. How are you getting on and how are you feeling about what you're creating and how you're showing up online? The next 2 top tips for you are just pieces of advice that I think have really helped me even now in my business. Number 7, take risks and do things differently. Because like I said to you before, there's no one size fits all. Why not try something different and learn your own way? Don't take risks all of the time, but make sure you do take risks, because risks allow you to grow, allow you to learn in different ways and find out things about yourself, your audience, your business, your success that you would never have known if you didn't take a risk. So do things a bit differently sometimes. Allow yourself to take risks. Put yourself in a situation where you're allowing yourself to learn. And my final top tip, please take note of your progress. Where you are right now won't be where you are in 3 months' time. As long as you take small steps every single day, you will find in 6 months' time, you're in a completely different space. But if you don't acknowledge how you've gone from the bookshelf to the office, to the coaching, whatever it might be, you'll never be able to celebrate how far you've come. And I guarantee that from the idea that you had to now watching this video, you've grown. From the idea or the dream or the vision to learning, showing up in your self-development, to putting yourself into situations where you can learn from other people, you've grown. You're doing things for yourself, your mindset, your business, your growth. So track your progress. And it's so easy to get attached to numbers or money or statistics or analytics, but your progress is measured in so many ways. How many mornings you woke up and meditated or felt happy as soon as you woke up, how many times you had a positive conversation, how many times you were able to exercise. It could be absolutely anything on this journey that's allowed you to progress. You need to be recognizing that. You need to acknowledge the progress that you can make. And for you starting out, it's also going to be an amazing intrinsic motivator to know that you are moving forward, which you are making progress, which you are, and that this is going forward with momentum, positivity, and direction, which it is. So allow yourself the opportunity to celebrate your small and massive and amazing accomplishments, and also track your progress to allow yourself to celebrate the fact that you are still going. You are picking in that cave and the diamonds will appear. I really hope that talking to me in this video, if you are starting out in business and you are feeling overwhelmed, you don't know where to begin, you don't know what to do next, and you're just not sure if this is all worth it, I really hope this video has given you 8 simple things that you can do from right now to put you in the best situation for your business, but also for your mindset. It's going to be amazing. Enjoy the journey, absolutely embrace everything that comes your way, and remember that this dream can and will become your reality. You just need to keep picking away in that cave.